You're listening to Saturday Morning Media. And now, back to our show. Attraction Checklist is made possible by the Saturday Morning Media Patreon patrons. Patrons get to hear these shows up to a week in advance before they're released, and they get special downloads of just the recorded attraction audio for each episode. Consider becoming a patron today over at patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media. And thank you for your support. My name is Grant Baciocco, and I invite you to join me on my quest to learn about and experience every Disney park attraction I possibly can. This is Attraction Checklist. Welcome back to Attraction Checklist. Now, this episode, I've got something really unique for you. I've mentioned on the show before how I was an attraction host at Disneyland back in the 90s. Well, today I have a partial recording of me working as a skipper on Disneyland's Jungle Cruise. Now, this audio was recorded on July 14th, 1994. Back in the 1990s, there was a BBS, or bulletin board system, kids, you could Google what that means, called Mouse House, and it was a place for Disneyland fans to gather online and chat with each other. Every year, they would have a Houseketeer Day at Disneyland, and this is a recording from that day. A couple of notes about the audio before we begin. This was pulled from a VHS tape of the day, so it is not in binaural sound. And if the crowd seems a little bit more into it than other crowds you've heard on the Jungle Cruise, that is just because the whole boat was filled with all these Houseketeers from the Mouse House BBS. Finally, the ride audio cuts off right before Schweitzer Falls, so that's as far as the tour goes. But I thought you might like to hear what it would have been like to have yours truly as a Jungle Cruise skipper in the early 90s. Here now is the 1994 version of my Jungle Cruise tours.
Wave goodbye to Rich and Joe there. Bye, Rich. Bye, Joe. What great guys. Bunch of jerks. I hate this. Welcome aboard the world-famous Jungle Cruise. My name's Grant, also known as Jungle Cruise. I'll be your skipper, guide, cruise director, and dance instructor for the next 5 exciting days and 6 romantic nights. And holy smokes, look at this. Wow. Let's stop and take a look, shall we? No stopping, no looking. Yeah, we'll just continue right along now. This is the Temple of the Forbidden Eye, currently under excavation by Dr. Henry Indiana Jones himself. So everything goes according to plan to be able to tour the temple in 1995, but as you can see, we already have a couple guests waiting in line for the attraction. Big rock with flowers carved in the side. It's a tree. Some leaves floating in the water. Pretty interesting. And wow, look at that! Oh. Big green plant right there. That's pretty fascinating. As we pass by the statue of Ganesha, we enter the heart of the jungle, the place where the hand of man has yet to set foot. The bathing pool of the Indian elephant. Get all of the elephants to come out here tonight. I think you. Go ahead and take pictures if you want. All the elephants have their trunks on. Big one up my head there in the shower. Looks like you put it there a bit too long. It's starting to get all wrinkled. Kind of like those little squirts right there. Alrighty, wave goodbye to the elephants. Wave goodbye to us. We're going to go deeper into the jungle. Now you know there's one of them. Wow, look over here on the left, folks. A Bengal tiger. Able to jump over 30 feet. Good thing we're only about 10 feet away. He jumped right over us. Missed us completely. Okay. Uh-oh, what is this? Oh boy, looks like somebody's a bit upset we disturbed his bath. We'll just go right past him here now. Uh-oh, he's coming back up. You guys better get down, 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 get down. Did you guys get wet? Okay, we'll back up and try it again. No, you said no. We're going to try it again. I'm joking. I can't bring the boat back wet. Lose my deposit. We're now entering banana country, so keep your eyes peeled. A lot of safaris camp around here, and I got some friends who are right up here, so we'll stop in and say hi. Now, uh-oh. Looks like they have some uninvited house guests. Look at the sloppy job they did in that Jeep. But I guess monkeying around coming in.
How many are there?
If you're wearing any yellow, don't make any sounds like a banana. It drives a maid.
Am I missing one?
Sounds like
a baby.
neither do I, but they have appeal. Thanks a bunch. Right up ahead, beautiful Schweitzer Falls, named after that famous African explorer, Dr. Albert Schweitzer. And right over here, some you don't see every day. I do. Well, folks, we're now turning down the Nile. It was way too loud. I'd like to... A couple days from now, you guys are going to get these jokes and just laugh and laugh and laugh. Holy smokes, look over here! An African bull elephant. And right over here, for those of you with a short memory, the African bull elephant. Right up ahead, it looks as if the entire baboon family has come down to the water's edge. And it looks like they're joined by all the other residents of the African belt. Those tall ones with the long necks are giraffes. Those black and white striped ones are zebras. And those black ones with the horns. I've never seen them before. They must be new. And look over here. Simba and Nala from the Lion King. Isn't that nice? They're watching over the sleepy zebra while he takes a nap. That is so nice of them. Saw him playing tag a little earlier in the day. They must have worn him out. What is this? Looks like some sort of native uprising, if you ask me. That rhino's trying to get his point across. I'm sure that guy in the bottom will get it. Yeah, thanks. We're now heading into a pool with a bottom line. This could be quite dangerous. How many of you want to turn back? How many of you want to go forward? How many people are just plain apathetic about the whole situation? Yeah, the hippos are quite dangerous. They sunk 6 of our boats last week. Only 5 of those survived. Uh-oh, we don't want to play that. He might try to charge us. Plug your ears. We're going to try and scare him away. Oh, yeah, he's scared. Boy, it's a good thing I'm a crackpot. Shots! Crack shots! That's what I meant. We're now heading into Headhunter country. Pretty terrible place to be headed. Don't worry, I'll get him. That was Jungle Dog, by the way. Looks like you got a whole war party over here. They're pretty mad that we shot Doug. You guys better get down. Get down. Those are spears, by the way. Well, now for something very special, something I don't do very well, so I can do for you folks.
Well, what did you think? Holy smokes! I guess I said that a lot back then. Let me know on the Attraction Checklist Facebook page over at facebook.com/attraction checklist. And I promise, next episode, we're going to get back to the binaural audio, and it's going to be fantastic. No more of these crazy things, at least for the time being. Hey, did you know that Attraction Checklist is a production of Saturday Morning Media, and it's made possible by the Saturday Morning Media Patreon patrons who've gone to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media and set up a monthly pledge for as little as $1 a month? Huge thanks to Shay Stewart, Merle Lafferty, Jeff Peterson, Dale Gadania, Steven Staver, Jackie Clemo, Melissa Crawford, Dave Slesher of the Evil Genius Chronicles, Mike Conflin, Dorothy Baciocco, John D., Kathy Crawford, Brian Greer, Carrie Whitney, Chuck Tomasi from the Technorama podcast, Chris Foster, Stephen Ing, Clinton of ComedyForecast.com, Vicky DeVries, Mike Wobschall, Twitter user Butts and Gear, a.k.a. Wildcat, Eve Cunning, Mike Hamilton, Gaston Moreno, Reed Loveland, Ivan Asquith, Vanessa Whitney, Peggy Etra, Kristen Hogan of Squid Friends, David Akers, Zoe Palladino, Ellen Multari, Christopher Harris, Rachel Jackson of Vox Fabuli Puppets, Carolyn Weisner, John Petty, Rachel Hansen, Darcy Prevost, Fernando Torres, Ron McAdams, Pearly Q Magic, Jason Domer, Lee Barrett, Casino Skunk, The Misty Minute, Peter Capesser, Night Gig Studios, Joelle Recht for Tig, Adrian Rose Leonard, Earth to John Francis, RJ, Ginger J. Fitz, Megapodtastic, Paul Brunel, Jamie Hitchcock, Catherine Hannaford, Alan Gratz, Rachel Gibbous, John R. Donald, Jude Major, Miss Motti and her buddies, Molly Smith, Phil Goodman, Emma Buntrock Muller, and Jennifer Bowyer. If you'd like to support this show and the other fun content from Saturday Morning Media, please become a patron. head on over to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media and set up your monthly pledge today. You can also tell a friend about the show or leave the show a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you so much for listening. Attraction Checklist is copyright 2018 Saturday Morning Media, Grant Baciocco, executive producer, all rights reserved. www.SaturdayMorningMedia.com. You've been listening to Saturday Morning Media. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.